OCR GCSE Computer Science, Episode 13, Storing Sound. Sound is captured by a microphone as an analog signal. Now, analog signals are just continually changing data. This analog signal needs to be converted into a digital signal. Now, you may ask why, and this is because the computer can only understand and store a digital signal. Now, a digital signal is when it can either be one of a couple of different values, so it's grouped data. For example, your eye color can only be brown, green. It can't be any random number in between. Now, this conversion is done by an analog to digital converter. And the whole process of, recording the sound is called sampling. So as samples are taken every few milliseconds, it will store the amplitude, which means the height of the wave, as a binary value, so with the ones and the zeros. So the more samples taken, the more accurate the recording. But also, the more samples taken, the larger a file size will be. Now this is called the sample rate, how often you're taking samples. If you want to ever calculate the file size for a sound, you have to do the sample rate multiplied by the bit depth multiplied by the duration. And the bit depth is just the number of bits used to store each sample. Now, obviously, the more bits, then the more accurate that sound would be. So let's move on to an exam question practice. Describe the process of sound sampling. This is a really good question to summarize this video, so pause to have a go. Let's look at the answers. So the analog sound is recorded and inputted into the computer. The computer then takes samples of the amplitude at specific intervals. These samples are then converted and stored as binary values. And then you can add a further point, which is that the computer can then read and regurgitate this information so that you can hear back that recording. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, remember to subscribe to Know for GCSE and Know for A-Level if you haven't already. And best of luck in your exams. See you soon.